Hey, hello, good evening. Today it's a Thursday, a quarter until 9 in the evening. As maybe you can hear it, we have a storm today. Really heavy winds and rain. As you can see, I just came inside again. Um, yeah, well, it's an easy evening. I just thought, why not? I wanted to talk for a bit. Um, Yeah, I have been writing a lot in the last couple of days. Maybe I will tell one story, or maybe a poem, a bit like about the mind and reincarnation and things like that. Um, yeah, for me it has been an easy week. I didn't do much actually. I stayed indoors mostly. I did watch a couple of YouTubes and did some surfing on the internet for a bit. It was okay. It was okay. For instance, I searched for homes in Amsterdam. It was a fun pastime, but the housing prices are really high at the moment. So you know, one I found in of two of them I found in Amsterdam, but then you have to think about something like at least 550,000 euros, and that's for a two or three small bedroom apartment. So very expensive. I also searched for homes in Bussum. That's a bit more southeast of Amsterdam, only 10 minutes, not that far, in a beautiful landscape and things like that. These were also very expensive, actually, yeah, because it's close to Amsterdam, probably. Um, Other things I did went out last Saturday for the first time since July, actually. I went to a local cafe. It was really nice. Yeah, nice, nice. I didn't stay long actually. I had a couple of beers before going there, and in the cafe I had also two beers. Well, that was the max. Some small chats, and within 1 hour I had enough. It was too much for me, so I walked back home. So that was about it. And then I remembered from, why don't I go out often? Because I don't like it, you know. It is a way to meet new people, of course. But yeah, and it's nothing for me. Nothing for me. I did see a couple of YouTubes. I really enjoyed myself with that actually. Just before going to bed, I thought to myself, watch a couple of YouTubes. It's like watching television in a way, but then with interesting things on it, what I like. So, for instance, I saw a couple of YouTubes from Hans Wilhelm about reincarnation, nice stories and drawings, and things like that. He could explain it really well. I'm not sure if he's 100% right with his teachings, but some of them did make sense for me. And I thought it was very interesting to see another point of view about that. Like forgetting about past lives to make new choices in unconditional love. I think that's based upon a true story, of course. And he also believes in reincarnation, what I believe in as well. Um, yeah, there's so much more, and you start to look at it from another angle. Normally, of most people watch it from the earth towards the afterlife, but when looking via the afterlife back on earth, you will have bigger visions about it, and that you can understand it much better in a way, and I think that's very cool and interesting. Uh, there's so much more. That's what I want to say. There is so much more. And we went to other planets before as well. And we will go to new planets eventually as well as, yeah, as well. 2 times as well. But, there's an entire world out there, what we are rediscovering at the moment. I mean, you can get lost within one life. And that's big, one life. And then to imagine that you had multiple lives and will have multiple lives in the future. And travel, yeah, I mean, the afterlife is a big place. But after the afterlife, then you will go to a new planet with your twin soul. So that's very cool. It's very cool. So to continue my story, also a bit about the afterlife, abortion. I told that before. You can be for abortion or against it. But I did watch a speech from someone who was a part of it. She quit and is now against abortion. From the moment of fertilization, there is a soul inside of it. I already knew that, because it's true. And this is from a person who did abortions for at least 8 years, something like that. And now she changed her mind and is telling the story what really is happening when you commit an abortion. Like she said, you know, from the moment of fertilization, there's a soul inside of that organism, and it will grow bigger, 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 bigger. I mean, you have to start somewhere, you know. So it is a life, and like I said, you can be for or against it. Fact is that someone can't reincarnate anymore, you know. So I have some thoughts about that, you know. Other movies, H.P. Lovecraft. Oh my God, I loved it. It was about his biography and about his life in a way, of course. Yeah, heavy. He had a tough life, and he invented Cthulhu, you know, a really big monster with all tentacles and things like that. Very nice, and because of that, I wanted to write myself as well again as well. So I made a couple of stories. I think I will tell the first one, and then we'll see how far we will go. I also wrote a small poem, or a big poem actually, and I wrote that today and put it both on Cosmo Funnel. So here it goes. There might be a storm today with heavy rain and wind blowing through the countryside. I'm listening to music inside my room, searching a bit on the internet in between. There isn't much to see actually. Social media is getting less by day. That's what I meant. Should I delete them? Then I lose all of my contacts as well. Wishing someone a happy birthday, the least you can do. I don't see many people anymore. We all get older, moving out of town, working, relationships and children. We all have different goals in our life. I don't go out that often to meet new people. That is of the past. Last Saturday, I did went out for the first time since summer of the previous year. It wasn't much fun, actually, and I walked back home within 1 hour. I remembered why I don't go out that often. Prefer to stay home, doing things I like, sometimes watching YouTube's on my TV. Way better than the regular TV programs. I can't concentrate well enough to watch daily though. So every now and then I do. Stream a documentary or series online. Music is something I really like. Last night I listened to the piano works of William Bond called Amor Fati. Really relaxing music before going to bed. Furthermore, I listen to all sorts of music, 60s until the 90s and so on. Only I don't listen to music from this time. It's really bad. Other things I would love to do in the future is travel. I haven't been on a holiday for nearly 12 years. New cultures, nature, museums, different societies, point of views and spiritual meanings. I'm living in my hometown for my entire life. Would love to move to another place, even abroad maybe. Growing to new horizons. I hope I might someday. In the meantime, I'm thinking a lot about life, also about the afterlife. The mind can do strange things. What is reality sense when losing it? Where is your inner core? What is normal in society, but also when looking to the afterlife? Is religion true? Maybe reading other works on that, different views. What is reality when losing it? Am I a weirdo on that? I had a dream that I was on a tropical island and was trying to let people read my work. Maybe I know more than the average person about the afterlife, reincarnation and the universe. It's really there, no doubt about it. People can do weird things in life. You have to make good for that eventually, trying to get back on track again. I'm writing and drawing about that, reflecting my inner core with the highest spheres of the afterlife. You get more peace from that. You can't get lost in the love of God. Universal love, unconditional for everything that lives. The darker places of your mind and inner feelings will be lit in light. No more fear and anxiety in never-ending turmoils. You can let go of them. Life on earth isn't the end. You will move on in the afterlife, reincarnating from one life into another. Isn't it beautiful? Picking up a pastel, drawing on a piece of paper. I draw a couple of lines and continue from that with colors and the story. In the past I made other works as well. I didn't like them until I looked at them many years later. I was busy with time, the mind and the afterlife. Acrylics, pen, pencil and pastel. I drew a lot about the afterlife, still do till this day. It is an interesting subject. Would love to have an exposition in the future, combining them with new poems I wrote. It is interesting to see older works as well, always trying to get as much on the paper, not getting stuck in time and labyrinths. In the meantime, I did write 2 books, small ones, one with a story about being chronic psychotic and heavy schizophrenic. Move on to poems and artwork about the afterlife. The mind is something beautiful and dark at the same time. You do need it. letting go of the boxes of thought from one life and society you are living in, then grabbing it again with new perspectives on the afterlife. In an ocean of love, swimming further without drowning, letting go of the shores. The materialistic world floats away and you will move further in the energies of the afterlife. You will remember things you have forgotten. They are hidden for you at this moment. So grow in universal love in the best way you can, flowing over in a new body and coming back on earth until the end of your reincarnation cycle. It's a bit what I talk about in the latest couple of movies. Yeah, it's about me, you know, so about my life and what I do and things like that. I think I will leave it like this because it's nearly 11 minutes. I do have another poem, so I will save that one for the next time. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do actually. You know, just came home. We'll see about it. Okay, bye bye.